Hey everybody, welcome to DIY American Projects. Join us today when we're going to do a really fun, awesome project. We're going to turn this little setup here into an awesome little oasis and a great place to relax. To start off, let me show you where we got that little porch that's out there. We actually stole it off the house here. We actually cut that from the little porch that you see. It actually jutted way out, and we like this area to park our cars. It's a great little spot. It has the wind usually comes from that way heading this way, so the house kind of blocks the weather. So we wanted to park our cars here, so we cut that deck off, moved it out there, and now we're going to turn this into a super fun oasis. Okay, I got my first beam in. Let me show you what I did. On either side, I used one carriage bolt on each. I used two. This is the corner piece. On the others, I'll probably just be using one. So what it is, I put the carriage bolts through, and then as you can see, they each have a nut, and then there's the carriage bolt coming. I got too long of one, so it made it kind of hard to tighten them. I just had to use a wrench instead of a drill. But anyway, worked out. So I put the carriage bolt in, and then on either side, I used two of these. They call these like structural screws. I'll show you what those look like. It's these guys. So it's just a really thick screw with a nice strong head there. And of course it's a star drive. So I did 1, 2 there. These are just the screws that attach these 2x together. And then you can see I used one there and one down there. All right, so this is super strong. I can't move this at all. Of course, this one is going to be stronger because it's being screwed from both sides. The others will just have one into them. But I wanted this corner piece because it's going to hold a wall going this way and a privacy wall going that way. And as you can see, I pulled up the first board on the deck to get these in. And then when I put these back, I'm going to have to trim them to fit back in. But that's no problem. And I'm going to put one of these posts every 4 feet, which should make it plenty strong. And they don't have to be exactly 4. I'm going to put them probably where the cross beams are. So it can be a little less or more. The last one, yeah, I mean, if you want to do them exact, that's better. But for my purposes, I'm using I have a whole bunch of these old deck boards I'm going to use. So the length doesn't exactly matter because I can cut them to the desired length. Anyway, that's the next step. Let's go on and see what's next. In case I didn't mention it before I put in these structural screws, I always pre-drill them because they are quite fat and they can easily split your boards. So I suggest always giving them a little pre-drill before you put them in. Okay, I got all my posts up, as you can see here. I ended up doing 5 down that side and then just 3 down the other side. Well, 2 plus the corner. And what I did, since this porch was already assembled, I unscrewed this plank and basically just cut out where the posts were going to be. I just kind of roughly marked it. You can see they're not perfect, but they'll do the job. And then put that back so it has a nice custom built-in look. And I haven't quite got to this. The next step I'm going to do, see, I had to pull out a couple planks here. You can see that one's kind of sitting up there. I'm going to cut that to shape and then fasten that, and then same thing with that one. All right, let's get on to the next step. Check it out. The privacy wall is now complete. I'll show you what we did. So basically the hard part was already done. Once we got those posts in, then all we had to do was screw on the little cross slats. I used deck boards from my old deck so that you can see these are thinner than 2x4s. And just gave them 2 screws every time they hit one of the posts. And we end up with a nice, sturdy, strong structure. Show you what it looks like all the way around. And then the ends here, we just kind of made them butt up against each other for a nice, smooth look. And there you have it. Beautiful little privacy deck. All you got to do now is throw on some fun little furnishings. Look at that. Beautiful. And we get to sit there and enjoy God's beautiful creation. God bless everyone. Thanks for watching.